Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Railroad Corporation. As we continue this run here on the Pennsylvania map, we are actually currently getting some weapons to Philadelphia from Pittsburgh for a contract, $1 million contract. That's a big one. I did just see we got a guy that gives us reduced cost of research, so I might as well grab him. And I think we're actually okay on the money side of things to go ahead and do some research. So let's go and grab, some max speed guys. We're actually gonna grab the power guy as well at the same time. I think we can do both of these at the same time. Let's drop that down a little bit. Time these out a little bit better. That works actually. Cool. Get those both done. We're using a couple of those trains, those American trains. Oh, cool. Kind of your, the Memnon and the American are both kind of your classic. Probably the American's more classic, train that you see from the good old westerns and stuff. All right, it's T9, waiting on some more lumber. It is T32 dropping off some wood. It is. So T9 should be fine. All right, we can go ahead and pay this thing off before I just get into a place where I can't pay it off. Just get that out of the way. Done. All right, where's T35? T35 is almost to New York. Hey, we got the final result thing. Is that actually going to finish the mission for us? It is. That's all I had to do this whole time. That's all right. We did lose out on some stuff, unfortunately. We got close on the group delivery here. The 1,000 rep or 1,000 XP here. The other two we just weren't even close to. It's all right. I think we did all right though. Guess we're gonna go on to the next mission. I'm sure I'm very slow on these missions compared to most people. I don't know. We got 1690 experience. Doing some research reduction would be nice. Honestly, just some employee salaries, or actually the employee requirements. Let's keep doing that one. That looks good. All right, next mission. Greetings. So we finally meet. Let's get straight down to business. As the mayor of Des Moines, it's my responsibility to help my city and its citizens flourish. A few citizens are worried about the business practices of Ideal Oil Company owned by John D. Stonefeller. If their business is affected, so will our lovely city. That's why we brought you in. We've heard a lot about your tenacity and experience when it comes to establishing railroad corporations. The city will provide you with an initial capital so you can build a sustainable railroad here within the next 5 years. How will we measure its sustainability? Well, it's quite easy. The railroad must not go bankrupt and have the highest net value of all the companies out there. Oh, a few more details. First, aside from your main task, which is quite abstract, we would like you to create a passenger service in the region with a total revenue of $1.5 million. Up next, Ideal Oil and its partner companies own all of the oil refineries and steel mills, so you can start your setup using our furniture factory. Fortunately, furniture production does not require steel and oil. Okay, so we're in Des Moines, Iowa, I assume. It's actually a really big map. There's Green Bay, Milwaukee, Chicago. This is actually a very big map. So yeah, they own all the steel mills, huh? Okay. I gotta look at this one for a minute. Furniture, we definitely know we need to get furniture rolling. We only got 100 grand. So crazy how little money they give us. Rails and tunnels. And we're not gonna have very many tunnels. Rails is nice, but I don't know. They'll grab you right now. We could start a passenger line between Des Moines and Cedar Rapids for now. But let's work backwards from this. Where are we going to get the textiles? Textiles come from here, okay? Where are we going to get the wool? Where are we going to get the wool? What? Tell me, Rice Lake is not the only wool. St. Cloud's got wool. Wow, that is pretty rough. Those are pretty far up there. Okay. Okay, that's going to have to be done at some point, though. And then we've got lumber. Lumber comes from Winona, and wood comes from... Actually, Wilmar also has lumber. Wood can come from Birchwood or Brainerd. Man, that's... I mean, coming up north to St. Cloud, Brainerd, Wilmar, that does look like that makes the most sense based on where we're at. That's a long ways away currently. But that is... does appear to be the most logical. We could start with just a coal line here. To get us some money. I still think we need the passenger line this way, though. But we got to start working our way northward. Probably just skip Mason City altogether. And go to Mankato. We could probably go around it. Well, the coal line here is fine. We need to go through Waterloo to get to Rochester, though. And I think Rochester goes up to... Oh, see, he's got St. Paul. This is going to be awkward. This might be our first time to actually have to use other people's railroads. I didn't see that he was starting here. I saw the other guy starting over here on the east side. Him starting up here is actually very problematic for us. All right, I think the most logical choice is to get the passenger line to Cedar Rapids. Yep. Because we know we need 1.5 million passenger stuff anyway. Okay. I think we're going to grab an American. It's a very expensive train, but it's very quick. Well, quickish. Not as fast as the Jervis, I suppose, but... can pull more. Actually take a lot of passengers before we start really slowing down. How many did you actually supply? 12 total? 7. Probably just make it a little bit quicker here. Start with 4. All right, let's start with that. And we're going to have to wait, obviously, for a couple more passengers to pop in here, but we'll get them here in the next minute or so. Get some wheat down to Creston, and then get the meat up to Des Moines. Oh, there goes T1 on its first trip. Yay! It's a start. Guys gonna have to wait a little bit on each side, unfortunately. Basic repair shop. Just make sure this guy stays repaired. So little money. It's like nothing. Oof. You guys are worth way more than me. This is actually a tough... I can tell this is going to be a tough mission. First time to have to interact with other people. Been able to avoid it up until now. Our train is almost profitable. Rail construction wouldn't be bad, just like straight up rail construction. If we can get the HR thing going, that would probably be an okay person to grab. Definitely gonna be doing a lot of rail stuff, so. Still not enough passengers here for me to justify more than the 4 that we're doing. Say I need a contract. Oh, it's not even close. Okay, we're ignoring that one. Get some grain from Cedar Rapids. From Otuma to Cedar Rapids. Just grain itself. If we're gonna do anything like that, I think we're gonna do the coal. I assume I can't get a track to come out this backside without being in a weird spot. No, I really can't. I have to build I'd have to build 2 bridges just to get it to come out this way. I don't think that's worth it. So I think what we do is we come in here. I'm sorry. We come in here and we upgrade this to just the second track. Flip that to the north for now. And I don't know, second track coming up this way. Can't afford it just yet. Let's actually undo that last little bit. And I want to come at a different angle here. Without drawing a bridge, hopefully. So we have maybe a way to get out the top there. Kind of a windy track here, but I don't know what else we can do. All right, I think we gotta go ahead and buy this, get that laid down. I do like the employee office space requirement person, but I don't know that we can afford your salary right now. I have to go negative just to be able to get the coal mine stuff set up. Coal's worth a lot. This train's finally profitable. Recently established Weather Bureau made a forecast about adverse weather conditions to grow crops in. Will affect grain prices by a new issue. Blah, blah, blah. All right, got lumber. That is not that close to me either. John Bull price. Wasn't really planning on using John Bulls, to be honest. Maybe I should at 40% reduction, but I think we're going to stick with what we got. All right, I think we got to get another train going. As soon as we can. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's too soon. Maybe wait a little bit longer. Maybe be a little bit patient here. Not like we got a ton of time, though. Expected grain price growth, huh? For like demand or supply? Kind of curious. I mean, we could start with like a John Bull to get some stuff going, but I really want to just jump into one of these other ones and just set it and forget it. All right, I think we go ahead and buy another American. Gonna put us negative, yes, I know, but we're gonna go to Fort Dodge. We're gonna load up some coal. We're gonna go pretty fast with 5. And you're gonna go to Des Moines and unload said coal. Might be able to make a ton of trips here, but we can also get over to Cedar Rapids if we need to. Yes, I know. One delivery of coal should get us almost back out of the negative again. No, I don't think I had told you to repair as needed. Yeah, we're almost back out of the negative. Just with one delivery call. So I think a second delivery and we will be. Good things about these American trains is that when they're unloaded, they're going really fast, right? It's only when they're loaded that... I mean, both these people are really good people. I really don't want to lose out on the possibility of having them, to be honest. This allows us to get more people later. It's an investment. Maybe it's an investment too soon, but it's an investment. All right, back out of the hole again. So I think it's a good time to set up another train line, maybe from Cedar Rapids down to Otuma. Did the grain prices actually kick in yet? No, 100 days. Not really knowing what that's going to impact. I'm not sure if I want to do anything. See, he's already into Rochester, right? He's already coming through some of the places that I need to come through. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Honestly, maybe we ignore the furniture altogether. We don't have to do the furniture. We can just get company value from other things, right? Coal or Rochester. I mean, I could connect to it, get some coal ore delivered, get a contract finished, but it's not a very great contract, to be honest, so I'm going to ignore it. All right, I think we get Cedar Rapids to Otuma. I want to come in at an angle that's going to be good for going after Creston over there. Yeah, it's going to put us negative temporarily, but we'll get back positive here in just a moment. And then as soon as we can afford it, we'll get us a train. Just dropping off grain for right now. Coal train's still not profitable yet. Almost there, though. Hey, we're $5 to the positive. I almost could have got me a cup of coffee. Price of all locomotives. Okay, that's very good person to grab. All right, maybe 1 or 2 more trips of coal, and then we can grab a train to start doing the grain. Like, I don't know what is it going to tell me what this does? Grain price will go up by 50%. Okay, so that's actually going to make this less lucrative. It doesn't mean it's not still worthwhile. Honestly, we might want to just go straight to the farm and then do the meat instead. All right, finally back positive, although the T2 is still not quite there yet. One more trip, I think it'll get there. Oh, they're full. T2 needs to go. So that's why T2 slowed down a little bit. T2 needs to go to Cedar Rapids then. Which is fine. We'll get you over there. Get back to making some money again. All right, let's see what this actually is gonna. What kind of impact this actually is gonna have. All right, so green prices, yeah. So 1,200, that's what I expected. So, but the demand price does not go up. So it does just make it a little bit less valuable, but it's honestly not that much difference than if a tax got put down, right? So I'm not sure if I'm too concerned about it. So what we want to do is we're going to go ahead and grab us another American. Okay, it's going to put us negative. You're going to go to Atuma. Blood grain. Seven for now is fine, probably. And then you're going to go to Cedar Rapids. And just do that for now. Cedar Rapids can get us a repair station as well, just a basic one. Which means T3 can repair there as needed. Cool. Alright, we'll get some money off of that. Forney price, huh? We don't even have the Forney available. Kerosene to Milwaukee, that's way far away. So we're going to ignore that one. Hey, we've made 200 grand off of passenger transportation. Yes. Not a lot of money off the grain, but some. Our coal guy's still not profitable. It's kind of crazy. Suppose we could sell some ore down here. Oil will cost us less. Well, we're not really doing much with oil. I guess we get the oil from the oil well. And drop it off. I mean, it doesn't mean we can't use the oil refiners, does it? I actually don't know. I'm not going to bother with that yet, though. Just in case it does mean that. We got other options right now, I guess is my point. I don't think I need to stress that too much. Hey, the coal guy's finally temporarily profitable. He's about to go back under again, but for now, temporarily profitable. These passenger lines are what's keeping us afloat, though. All right, we got enough for another train. How are we doing on the grain here? We're actually about to be full on the grain. So what we want to do is we want to get another train line back over to Creston. To start dropping off grain there instead. Okay. So T3, change you to go to Creston and unload. And but you're gonna go there next. That does mean we don't have any repairs currently set up. We might need to add the Cedar Rapids one back in just to get some repair cycles, but we'll hold off for now. New contract furniture, City Hall. Okay, that's Chicago's a long ways away. All right, Fort Dodge needs grain now as well. All right, should be able to get a second train line going to get the meat from here to drop off in either Cedar Rapids or here, doesn't matter. So you're going to go to Creston, load up on the meat. How much, what is it? It's 1-to-1, okay. I was going to say if we do 7, that'd be fine, but looks like we're not going to quite do that much. I'm going to do 6 without too much trouble. I'm going to go to Cedar Rapids, at least initially. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back to the Creston guy. And I'm going to have you go to Cedar Rapids after one of your trips and just repair. And that'll work. Alright. So we got more ability to make profit. 2 of our trains are profitable. 2 of them are not. We'll get there. Iron ore will cost us less. I mean, we do have a way to get iron ore. We do have a place we could drop it off at. Maybe it's worth it. You know, it's probably worth it. Let's figure that one out. I'm assuming we can use these. We'll find out. We're going to find out if we can use these or not. I don't actually know. All right, I got to get a train line. Actually, we got to wait till we're profitable again before I can do anything else. Our coal guy is really struggling to be profitable, isn't he? It's just maintenance and stuff that's catching up with him. Oh, T4 is making some money though. All right, that's enough to get a train or a track down. I mean, do we just bring it out of here? I guess we can. I'm gonna share that line there. It's not amazing. I'm gonna have to redo some of this stuff later. But it's a start. As soon as we get a little bit more money, we'll get us a train that goes from there. But we're gonna have to get a line down to here. I guess what we can do, it's kind of awkward. We could just bring the train out of here down. A little worried this is going to backfire on me, but we're going to find out. I've never tried interacting with other people before, so we're going to find out what this actually means. Enormous fire broke out in Chicago and Peshtigo. The real cause of the fire is unknown, however. It is believed that the Chicago fire was started by a cow. As for the Peshtigo fire, one of the possible reasons would be the long, dry summer logging industry in Michigan. The U.S. government is providing grants to supply Chicago, Marinette, and Green Bay with building materials and food. Chicago needs to be rebuilt, and the cities of Marinette and Green Bay are receiving refugees and survivors of the Peshtigo fire, who will be able to restore homes of tens of thousands of people. Read all about it in the latest issue of Corporate Times. All right, so we got a lot of missions here that we could try and do, and they're worth a lot of money, but those missions are not close to us. Chicago, I mean, we could get there eventually. It's not impossible. Obviously, Green Bay is way up here. And Marinette is way up. My goodness, these are tough contracts. That's insane. That these are like part of the missions. Like, how are we supposed to get there? City Hall in Rochester. Does advanced textiles. Okay. Rails is actually, Soilworks is actually one of the most expensive things we have to pay for. We'll grab you. Still need to get us a train over here for getting the iron ore down. I have to go a long ways though. It's going to be a zigzag train. Our coal train is still struggling to be profitable. It's got to just be running costs, right? Logging in Merrill. Okay. You can have it. I'm not even going to fight you on it. Maybe I should have fought you on it, but I'm not going to. Alright. I think I can afford a train. To zigzag down now. Alternatively, I could also just get a bridge that comes across a couple of these. Oh, goodness. You guys fight it. At least they're fighting with each other. That helps me a little bit. Back to negative again. Well, we've done a third of what we need to do for the passengers. All right, we're way over time again. We're going to go ahead and put a cut in there. When we come back, figure this thing out. It is definitely going to be a challenge. I do appreciate you guys watching, though. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.